HarperCollins presents The Company of the Wolf, Tales of the Plains, Book 2, by David Wragg. Read by Sara Powell. Chapter 1. They were definitely lost. The mist was getting thicker, swallowing the forest around them, taking all sound with it, leaving only a smothering hush. The morning sun was an ivory smear somewhere overhead. Javani stared up at the nearest trees, pretty sure they were oaks, their neighbours dwindling dark stripes in the grey fog beyond. The broad leaves were undeniably orange. The entire forest had been gloriously autumnal for some time, vivid shades of yellow, amber, viridian and indigo, and the foliage was becoming sparser by the day, a slow rain of golden leaves accompanying every breeze. Beneath Javani's boots, a lush carpet the colour of blood stretched away into the mist, punctuated by fists of lichen-rimed rock and springing shrubs of vivid green. Fallen trunks, furry with moss, lay half swallowed by the forest floor. Unseen birds chittered mutely overhead, the odd grey little finch swishing between branches, murky shapes in the fog. Everything smelled wet and fresh. If the sun ever made it through, Javani thought, it might be quite pretty here. The hush was broken by some vicious swearing from down the slope, where her mother was attempting to coax the last of the ponies up to the ridge. "Do you want a hand?" Javani called. "No," Ree snapped back. "Stay with the others." A grunt and another stream of invective followed. "If either of those little bastards decides to follow you down, we'll never get them all up again." "Is your leg all right?" "Fine, it's fine. 9 fucking hells!" Javani heard the swish of Ree's walking staff. "Listen to me, you plum-brained plug. In the sight of all the gods, I will beat you insensible if you do not move your stubby little ass up this fucking hill." "She knows you won't." Javani didn't bother hiding her smile. "They've travelled with us too long." She stroked the nose of the pony beside her, who offered a polite snort in return. A cry of triumph indicated the last pony's belated change of heart, and a moment later Ree crested the slope beside her, near dragged by the stout animal, despite its load. Her limp looked no better. "See," she said between pants, her thick white hair plastered around her face. "I can be persuasive, kid." "Don't I know it?" Javani waited for her mother to catch her breath, allowing her a moment of rest before the inevitable. "We're lost, aren't we?" Ree didn't miss a beat. "We are not." "Would you say you know where we are?" "That's not important." Javani rubbed her arms. The forest was definitely chillier as well as increasingly leafless. "You don't think it's important?" "We know where we're going. Over the Ashadi. We just keep heading west and we'll get there." Ree started forward again, staff in hand, yanking the pony from the wiry shrub it had begun munching. "Come on, we've wasted enough daylight for one morning." Javani reached out a hand to intercept her. "Ree, Ma, listen." Keeping a tight grip on the lead rope of the other 2 ponies, both happily investigating the same bank of ferns, she shuffled in front of her mother. "We have been crossing the Ashadi for weeks now, months even, and we're still not across. Look around us." She swept a hand around the mist-choked forest. "The leaves have turned, and now they're coming down in spades. There are more beneath our feet than above our heads. It's colder and colder in the mornings." "Nice to see a season turn, eh? Makes a change from the plains. You don't get colour changes like this with a load of sandy rocks." "Ma!" Javani scratched at her neck. Something had bitten her there, she knew it. "Do you think we might have gone wrong somewhere? There are more mountains than there should be." She already knew the answer. Their westward progress across the mountains had been impeded by peaks of staggering height, and their efforts to find a way around had merely driven them further south along the range for weeks, while getting them no closer to their goal. But the real question was whether her mother would admit it. That the landscape had changed was undeniable. They journeyed from arid slopes, through juniper forests, now into cloud and mist,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?